Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much for participating today in our webinar. We have here, my name is John Millenthal. I run the marketing for iGive. And with us today as well is Robert Grosshandler. He is the CEO and brainchild of iGive. And then Sandy Schleicher. Sorry, Sandy, if I pronounced your last name incorrectly, and he is our technology lead and can help answer some questions. All of us obviously can help answer questions, but Sandy can help with more of the technical questions that might come out of today's meeting. And just a couple of other housekeeping things to let you know. One, this session is being recorded and will be available for people to go back and review again from our website, causes.igive.com, and you'll receive an email that has a link to where you can see that. And then the last thing is, if you have questions, there is a questions panel within your dashboard, your GoToWebinar dashboard. Just ask your questions in there, and at the end of the presentation that Rob's going to bring us through, we'll take the time to answer all those. Just feel free to throw any questions you want up there. So with that, I'm going to hand this over to Rob. Thanks, Rob.
Well, thank you, John, and I'd like to thank everybody for taking time out of what I hope is a beautiful beautiful Friday afternoon for us here. We're really excited to present these webinars. There are so many things that are going on out there that we like to talk about what's new, and sometimes like to talk a little bit about what's old, because a refresher never hurts. Hey, we're going to talk mostly or even exclusively about 5 things today. We're going to talk a little bit about how iGive works. We're going to talk about why it is that you would like to consider using iGive, some simple ways that you can maximize your use of iGive, a bit about the toolkit and the various ways and devices and products and apps and handouts and just a whole bunch of stuff in our toolkit. And lastly, but certainly not least, we're going to give you guys a preview of actually what's up and running for July, our July promotion, and a really simple contest. So on and forward. iGive is a great, simple way for your cause to earn money when your supporters shop online. We make it easy. There's lots of things we do, but fundamentally they go shop at one of nearly 1,500 stores, and each time they make a purchase, your cause is going to get a donation, and it's free. So it's a cause, it's a charity, it's a small group, it's a large group. We have worked very hard over 17 years to make this process as easy as possible, as automatic as possible. It is evergreen. That is, once you start doing it, it stays around. Every so often it helps if you remind your supporters and your various constituencies. But basically, once in place, it keeps going. And then lastly, but certainly not least, it is free. It is free to you, the organization, the charity, the cause, and it is free to your members.
Rob, I'm sorry. Can you make sure that you click on the little play button up top? Because I think there's some people that aren't seeing the screen.
We're seeing it, and our test system is seeing it.
Now it went down again. I'm sorry to have interrupted.
That's all right. We want to make sure that everybody can see it. We are on a screen that has this pretty picture of a brunette, and it talks about our average shopper is anything but average. Fundamentally.
Oh, they are seeing it.
This is good.
Good.
Technology can be our friend. Fundamentally,
sorry.
Our audience are women who want to make a difference. and they make a difference in the lives of the causes they care about. Our job is to make it easy. We make it so easy that the average shopper is now earning over $100 a year for her cause. And that's each and every year. And I'm going to say this a couple of times. It is free to the cause. It is free to the charity. It is free to the shopper. I'm advancing the slide. All right. So the important points, if you leave this webinar knowing nothing more, it is using iGive is going to help your cause financially. There is no cost. Whenever possible, what you see is what you get. We don't want to use small mice-sized print. We don't want to have little asterisk places. If we say that your cause is going to get 3% when your supporter goes and shops at a store, call it Macy's or maybe it's Amazon or wherever it might be, we're going to tell you exactly how much money that you can expect, that she can expect when she goes shopping. And lastly, because people ask us this all the time, I think it's important to understand that it is the stores that pay for it all. They have contracted with iGive, and so that 3% or 2% or 1% or 5% that's going to your cause is exactly what goes to your cause because the store pays us something on top of that. So the next question is, why do stores do this? Well, they do this for a bunch of reasons, but the three most important reasons are that they want shoppers to like them. Macy's wants their shopper to like them. Lowe's wants their shopper to like them. Amazon wants their shopper to like them. They want shoppers to tell their friends. It's a very effective marketing mechanism for these stores. And lastly, and again, not least, the iGive shopper tends to spend a little bit more than the average shopper. So the Macy's of the world, the other 1,481 stores, are really interested in making sure that they put out a welcome mat for the iGive consumer. So the details of how it works are also, we like to think, simple. You register for iGive, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. And as part of the registration process, you're going to be asked if you want to get the iGive button. The iGive button is this cute little browser add-on, and when you go to a participating store, as I said, there's 1,500 of them, you'll see this little green iGive button in the bottom of the screen, and there'll also be this cute little icon. It's actually a dandelion seed telling you that you are indeed using iGive the way it was meant to be used. So you go, you shop, you have confirmation that you shopped, and it's all automatic from there. So let's walk through the math of what just happened because we shopped at HSN. Or actually, maybe it's a woman named Betty went and shopped at HSN. She saw that she was going to earn a 2% donation. The button told HSN that this is an iGive consumer, but it doesn't tell them anything more. It doesn't even tell them that this iGive consumer is donating to a specific cause. So Betty may be supporting a pet charity. Betty may be supporting a group dedicated to eradicating some terrible disease, or Betty may be supporting her kid's third grade classroom. The store, HSN, does not know anything about that. So Betty makes a $300 purchase. That's $6 that's been earned for her charity. HSN sends iGive the money. iGive sends the cause the money. We do it monthly, and we combine it all in one check so that you don't have lots of bookkeeping issues. And then it happens all over again. You lather, rinse, and repeat. From a top-level view, iGive is successful because we bring a lot of mass to the party. That is, when we talk to HSN or Macy's, we talk about the fact that there are 350,000 people who are interested in doing good for their causes. We talk about the fact that Macy's is one of 1,400 plus retailers, almost 1,500. And we talk about the fact that our members are shopping on behalf of 35,000 different causes. And in total, our members have helped raise over $7 million for the charities they care about. So as a cause, you're thinking about what's in it for me. Well, first up, it's free. Second, it's free for your supporters. Third, these are unrestricted dollars that come to you. Fourth, you, the cause, can actually make purchases on your own behalf that also help you. It's a discount program or a rebate program. So if you're buying office supplies or travel or almost anything out there, you can get cash back on that purchase. We make it easy for you to tell the world about your involvement with iGive. As I've said before, it's evergreen. Once you do this, once you set up Facebook, once a member becomes connected via the iGive button, if you're using a Twitter account, once you do any of these things, they begin to do it. There are automatic steps so that you, as the administrator, as the champion within your organization, can put it sort of on autopilot. And lastly, you have 1 member, 2 members, 5 members, 10 members, right? The math adds up. $30 a year, $40 a year, $50 a year, $100 a year per shopper becomes a significant amount of money. So we're back to this iGive button and how it works. One of the things that I wanted to point out is that not only is this good for the cause, it is also good for the shopper, for the member, because many of these stores actually have special deals for their shoppers, right? You can get coupons, money savings, 2 for 1, buy one get one free, free shipping offers. We actually have a team that works with retailers to make sure that the deals our members get are great, because there shouldn't be a reason Betty, our prototypical shopper, needs to sacrifice in order to help her cause. It also helps remind the member, the iGive member, the iGive button reminds the member when they're searching the web that they can also do good. So in this particular example, someone went and searched for HSN, and up comes HSN, and if you click on the little iGive icon there, little logo, lo and behold, you're going to be helping your cause when you shop. So you never forget. We also have a couple of other ways that your supporters can easily support your cause with their shopping. We have an iPad app. We've had that for a little while, and just last month we introduced an Android app. And it's quite simple. From our site, you go and you download the app, or from the Google Play Store, or from iTunes. Once it's there, you get this cool little logo, icon, button, tile on your device, on your phone or on your tablet, and you get to see screens that you can go shop at. You can even have your own favorite stores, so you have a short list, or you can have a long list of those 1,400 stores. More or less, you can buy just about anything at a participating iGive store. Remember, every time someone makes a purchase through a participating store, money is being earned for your cause. Now, on occasion, a store might have a special sale or a special item that doesn't count, but we tell you what that is as well. So you can always find that out by pressing the little I button or the iGive button when you're out shopping. All right. So the next thing, of course, is making sure that it's easy for your supporters to actually join up. So we have a bunch of ways to do that, but fundamentally, if they type in the case of my favorite cause, it's igive.com/Rhodes for my my kid's former 3rd grade school. They come and it's already pre-selected. So here they're being told, your supporters are being told who it is that they're going to be helping. All they have to share is, first name, last name, and email address, and create a password. And if there's something special going on, we tell them about that as well. And there is something special going on in July. So just in case you weren't aware, they can also determine, they can also not determine, they can see that we're on Facebook. We can use Twitter. So it is a very friendly way, we think, for your prospective members to sign up. The key, of course, is for you to tell them. All right, so now that you've said, this iGive thing, it sounds pretty good. What is it that you can do to make it even easier for people to use iGive and therefore even more money for you? And the single most important thing you can do if you have a Facebook page is connect it with iGive. We have enormous amount of data that shows that the causes that do this raise 395% more money than the causes that don't do that, and it's an ever-increasing number. This is actually even more important if your supporter base tends to be a little older. So, originally Facebook was for kids and grandkids, the college crowd. But now, much more now, it's the 40-year-old, the 50-year-old, the 60-year-olds are using Facebook to keep connected with their wide-flung network of friends and family. It's a wonderful way to let them know that they can help your organization by connecting iGive to Facebook. We have lots of ways for you to control what kind of messaging and the frequency of messaging that happens. So other things to use as you're trying to make sure that your supporters are informed. We have registration links that you can send out. You have reports that tell you about which one of your supporters are shopping. We send you a monthly recap, and of course, there's those monthly checks. The checks include information as well. So another tip, we have this great party app. So if you've got a board meeting or a fundraiser or a silent auction, bring a tablet along and use the iGive party app. It makes the entire process wonderfully simple, wonderfully streamlined. I can't speak this afternoon. So we also talked about how you can get cash back. So here's some of the other suggestions, right? Office supplies or materials for your next event at Target, or even if you're buying gifts for board members or volunteers, do it online via iGive and get a little cash back for the good that you're doing. We have one place for you to go that organizes all of this information. It's called causes.igive.com. We call it our cause portal. We launched it earlier this year, and it's got a bunch of things on it. So success stories. We have an RSS feed so you can find out information from across the nonprofit world, and a bunch of tools and tips, printouts, PDFs, suggestions, testimonials. And if you don't see what you want, ask us for it, and we're creating new things all the time. So here's just more examples of the kinds of things that you can find at causes.igive.com. Many of them are customizable. So here's, for instance, an example of a printout that would, instead of being a red your cause, it would say Rhodes Middle School or Sheridan Synagogue or the name of your cause. So, most importantly is getting ready to take advantage of iGive. In July, we have what we think is a wonderful motivator for your members to join up with iGive. First, each one who does, new member, that can't have been a member before, in July, we're going to give your cause an extra $5. They don't have to shop. They don't have to do anything but try the iGive button out. And that's what's going to make it automatic. So when they shop, on top of just joining, a percentage of what they spend is going to go to your cause. But even cooler, I think, is our $2,000 challenge. So we're giving away $2,000, $1,000 to the first place winner and 2 second place prizes of $500 each to the cause of the member who recruits the most new members. All right, so great. Maybe you've got a small cause and you're supporting a particular breed of animal, and there's only 25 people who you know who would actually care to support you. But maybe you know hundreds and hundreds of people who care about other causes. If they sign up using your Tell a Friend link, your cause may win that $1,000. So again, it's $1,000 to the person, to the cause of the person who recruits the most new members, whether they support your cause or any cause, and two $500 second prizes for people who join and try the iGive button. It is a really exciting opportunity. When we've run contests like this in the past, it's been lots of fun to see how people get behind getting more people to join up, because why not, right? You're helping, you may win some money, and it's easy. So here's some more expense. The key here is using your Tell a Friend link. That's how we're going to know that you specifically, you a person, initiated the registration for somebody who comes to iGive for the first time. And so here's where you find it, up in the blue bar on the top of just about every one of the iGive pages. It's called Tell a Friend. And click and you can see that we have 3 different ways we've suggested that you can use it. If you scroll down, you can see the people who have joined, and you can tell if they have the button. So if they don't get the button, you can nudge them if you'd like. I wouldn't nudge them too hard, but nudge them nicely. So, sort of in summary, it's a numbers game. The more people who do this, the more money you're going to receive. You need to just get started, because we make it automatic. We make it evergreen from then on. It's automatic Facebook and Twitter interactions. You hook up Facebook, and we'll take it from there. But it is important, I think, to know that we're going to be very respectful of your members' privacy, of your privacy. So we care about the number of times that we send out messages. You can actually control that to a great degree. We very much care about the tone of these messages, because while we think we need to be in your face a little bit, we think we need to be in your face a little bit, not a lot. And of course, if you need help, we have people who are pros at helping small and large causes either get started, or really, after they've gotten started, to really delve into the various ways to make iGive even more successful for you. Just go to support.igive.com and send us a message. We typically get back to folks within an hour or two. Even on weekends, we typically get back within an hour or two. July 4th, we may take a little bit longer time, but July 5th, we'll be right back on it. So it's a numbers and marketing game. That's it for my prepared comments. I would love if people have questions, if I didn't explain something adequately, to hear from you, or if there's an area that you'd like us to cover that we haven't covered. John is answering some of the questions via the chat, but he may have some that he'd like me to answer sort of publicly.
I certainly do. Okay. Rob, here's a question from Kimberly. She's asking, why are sites like Orbitz and Priceline a part of iGive, but not the airlines?
Each retailer makes a choice. We work hard to convince a retailer that they should be doing business with iGive, but not all of them see the value. So, for instance, American Airlines is on iGive, and United is not.
Very good. Tim would like to ask a question here. He's saying, is there a way for patrons from our charity? There are some of his supporters want to know if they can split their donations between 2 or 3 different charities.
It's a great question. We get that often. You can't split any particular purchase between charities, but you can change charities and then make another purchase. So, and it's really quite easy to do. So let's say you wanted to buy something at at Lowe's. You go make that purchase, then you go change your cause and support the other cause and make your purchase at Best Buy, and then your third purchase, you change your cause again and make the purchase at Office Depot.
Right.
You can do that from the settings screen. There's a link that will take you right there to change your cause.
You should, if this worked, be seeing that now.
Yes. The site is
There
up.
you go, and
I'm helping our teacher.
right here.
Ready for the next question? Rob,
Yes,
are you ready for the next question?
I am.
Okay, I'm sorry. What is the average amount that that a cause can get per month?
So that, if someone could tell me the average number of users, I would be able to answer that. But so we express it on a per user basis, and we're seeing folks who try iGive at least twice, make two purchases, are averaging $100 a year or more for their cause. So if you've got 5 of those folks in your group, that's $500 a year or more.
And then this is kind of an add-on to Rachel's question. What are the outliers? I think what she means is who are the ones that are doing particularly well with this?
Bottom right.
All right. So
I can help answer that a little bit also. I mean, on our website, causes.igive.com, we have a blog there where we are featuring causes that are doing interesting things with iGive, and we try to keep that updated throughout, pretty much month to month. So you can always go there and see some of the articles.
Right. So here's a live listing. For causes that are less than 90 days old, for instance, the U.S. Fund for UNICEF with 150 members has already raised $500. Main Street Daycare with 1 member in 90 days has raised $165. So it can be a lot of money.
Yep. Kimberly is asking, can you have more than one administrator/email for a cause account?
No, but I happen to know it's on the list of improvements that we'd like to do.
Great. This is more of a technical question from Andrea. And just a reminder that after this webinar, you can go to support.causes.com for other technical questions, but we will field them here too. Andrea says she just tried to Google HSN and even used the shopping tab, and the icon does not show up. However, I have the icon in the right top corner of my browser. Is there something special we have to do to see the icon as we were shown a moment ago? I think what she's referring to is the down in the right-hand corner
All right.
button is
So
not showing.
I just did it the way it's supposed to work. Now, sometimes there can be technical issues, but I went to HSN, and down here in the corner, I have the iGive button. I have my icon up in the little seed icon up in what they call the Chrome of the browser. And if that isn't working for you, drop an email into our support.igive.com, go to support.igive.com and say, I'm having problems, and we'll figure out why you're having a problem. We actually have a whole bunch of diagnostics that we can very quickly figure out what's going on.
And better yet, you don't have to look through a whole discussion guide to find the answer, like some technology companies. Okay, another question from Rachel. Can you talk a little more about the 395% statistic related to Facebook, and what's that being compared to?
So it was pretty simple math. We looked at the organizations that had linked their Facebook page to iGive, and how much they had raised, versus a similar group of causes that had not linked their Facebook page to iGive. And the ones that had linked their Facebook page had 395% more money donated to them in, I think it was the third quarter of the month of the year we were doing the analysis.
Thanks. Leslie has a question. Do the shoppers have to shop online? If not, are there in-store opportunities as well?
So primarily it's online. We do have some stores where you can shop offline, but they're few and far between, and I'd be doing you a disservice if I said yes to that. So it's primarily an online solution.
Great.
Just to further answer that, you can go online on iGive.com and go to the All Stores link, which is in the header, and then there's an option to look at categories once you're on that list, and in-store is one of the categories.
And by doing that, Rob, you just answered someone else's question, who was asking, where can I see a list of the participating stores?
Now, so I did this by using the iGive seed icon, which gave me a drop down of lots of different things I can do. But I could have done that as well by just have gone to iGive, and up comes this with all iGive stores, and I could have clicked there.
Great.
There may be special rules involved in the in-store redemption stuff, so look at the information concerning those when you are printing them out to take in-store.
Okay, Rob, a common question here that we get. How does iGive make money for itself?
The stores pay us something on top of the amount that goes to your charity. So it is very much what you see is what you get.
In other words, meaning the percentage of donation is the percentage that the cause is receiving.
That's right. So we have a Guitar Center in-store voucher up, and we're saying a 2.4% donation rate. So if you made a $100 purchase, $2.40 would go to, in my case, a Rhodesian Ridgeback Rescue. So on top of that, Guitar Center is going to pay iGive some money. It pays for a lot of things.
Okay. How does the cause get listed on iGive?
That's a great question. When you go, I'm going to
Back to the all causes.
I'm going to do this, all causes. Okay.
Not all causes, the cause info, sorry.
All right. So.
Actually, you did. That's right.
Huh? All right. So I'm searching for a cause. Right. I'm already a member. I'm going to search by name, and I'm going to look for Rhodesian. This is one way to do it. There's about 5 different ways. But I'm not finding my local cause. I'm going to go here and say add my cause to iGive. Or if you come to iGive, and we're going to try doing that, I'm going to do something here and to show you how it's done. Where's my thing? And now I'm going to log out of iGive as if I were a stranger. And now I'm going to go to iGive. And here I am at iGive, and well, I'm already a member, but so I could log in. But I'm pretending that I'm a stranger, so I'm going to go look for my cause. And if my cause isn't already there, I'm going to be able to add it to iGive.
And that's absolutely free.
And you don't even have to be a 501c3.
That's right. Gail is asking a question about the Tell a Friend page. Can we customize the Tell a Friend?
Let's walk through that.
Yes.
So I'm going to log in.
So you can customize any email address, any email that you want to send out using the links, but the Facebook and Twitter posts are not modifiable.
So here's a cut and paste of the email that you might want to send.
But what you can do in Facebook or Twitter is, Rob, if you want to go back, just close that dialogue. We put a little link there underneath the envelope that you can use in a Facebook post or in a Twitter tweet that will do the same thing. So you can write whatever you want and customize it however you want using that.
And Sandy, just to clarify, that link is special for every individual cause, correct?
That's right. Don't use that particular one or you'll be signing people up for Rob. You'll go into your own account and you will have a personal link there.
Okay, here's another common question we get from Freeman here. Retailers like drugstore.com have rewards programs, and I'll remind you that Kroger does a similar thing, that seem to conflict with iGive. It seems to be either one or the other. Is this true?
So I would say generally that's not true. For instance, at Amazon, Amazon Smile is additive to what iGive gives. So you get a donation via iGive, and you get a donation directly from Amazon. Drugstore.com, I couldn't speak to specifically. Generally, if you start at iGive and you go to a retailer's site, you're going to get the iGive donation, and whatever the retailer does on their side of it, we don't necessarily know about.
Now, one thing to caution you on is if you start at iGive and go to a merchant site and you use a coupon code that you did not get from iGive, that will often come up as a conflict. So use the coupon codes that you find on iGive to make sure that you get credit for your purchases through iGive.
That's a good segue to this next couple of questions that some people have. Do the retailers offer, okay, so here I want to talk a little bit about the retailer relationship. So first off, are the retailers offering the best price for an item when the donation percentage is applicable, or will you be able to find it cheaper with that same retailer if you didn't donate?
Their agreement with us is that they should be giving us the best price they give anybody, giving our members the best price that they give anybody.
Right.
Having said that, retailers are oftentimes testing different prices, so they won't, or they're not supposed to be, singling out iGive members for a more expensive offer, but it is certainly possible on occasion that from the same retailer you could find it cheaper, but it's happened like 5 times in 15 years. So never say never, but it is possible, not probable.
And let's talk a little bit more about the retailer relationship, because some of the other questions here are about, do some stores provide larger percentages that gets donated than others? And so if you could talk a little bit about how the retailer uses iGive as a promotional tool for themselves as well.
So the amount that is offered varies from store to store. The store, in conjunction with our team here at iGive, determines what the percentage is going to be. Sometimes the store and or iGive says, hey, we should have a kind of a sale, and so they increase the donation percentage. Generally, you'll find that stores in the same kind of business offer more or less the same donation percentage. The second part of that question is, does the store use this as a promotional vehicle? And not nearly as often as we would like. And we're working hard to help give stores the ability to leverage their iGive relationships better.
Okay, another question from Max. Are there certain practices besides connecting with iGive's Facebook page that are especially useful in getting more money for my cause?
So this is marketing 101, and it's about frequency. So once a member is already part of iGive and has the button and is connected up to Facebook, or may or may not be connected up to Facebook, that's pretty much all you really need to do. And then in your other kinds of communications, then perhaps thanking people who have used iGive, reminding new supporters that iGive is an opportunity for them, making sure that you have links on your website and on your Facebook page. So reminding people that iGive is an option and highlighting those people who are already using it is what we recommend.
Yep. You can include it if you send out a monthly newsletter. It's good to put in there. Whenever you have a fundraiser, you certainly want to make an announcement about it to let people know, or you might want to have a printed flyer for people to pick up.
Or use the party app.
Exactly.
Okay, so Max may have missed the answer to the question of how does iGive make money. So if you wouldn't mind, just for his
not at all. So for instance, I have my screen up here. So when you make a purchase at 800 Pet Meds, 4.8% of your purchase is going to go to your favorite cause. In this case, in my particular case right now, it's Rhodesian Ridgeback Rescue. 800 Pet Meds is going to pay iGive something on top of that 4.8%.
So again, it's what you see is what you get. Okay, Tracy has a question about the relationship with Amazon. So she was recently ordering something from Amazon, and she has iGive, and it started making her go through a lot of hoops. Can you talk a little bit, because that is an anomaly?
So yes, Amazon is that 800-pound gorilla. So there really is two things to remember about Amazon. First, the iGive button will not automatically take you to Amazon. I actually have it turned off here. Hold on one second. Let's bring up another browser. All right, you should be seeing CyberDrive, Illinois. We're going to change to us here. This is our beta site. And so I have the iGive button. I believe you're seeing that. I click down. I go to Amazon. I am there. So no hoops other than I need to sign in. Or I go to Amazon from your, I use Amazon a lot, so I have it as one of my favorite stores. You could choose it from the all stores, but I'm going to go to Amazon via the link on our site. And here I am again. And this time it recognizes me. And in this case, I have chosen to support via Amazon Smile, the Wounded Warriors Project. So that's the other thing to know about Amazon, is they have this program where they're donating 0.5% to a list of causes. There's some hoops you have to go through to become one of their listed causes. Amazon controls those hoops. But once you're a listed cause at Amazon, Amazon will donate 0.5% of whatever anybody who's shopping on your behalf spends. So if you use iGive to get to Amazon, the two add up together, and it's 1.3%.
I'm going to add 2 more points. So Rob, if you can type into the URL bar of your browser, www.igive.com/Amazon, and you can type that or bookmark that, and that'll bring this screen up, and then you just click the button to go to Amazon. So that's another easy way. And then another really important point about what's different about Amazon. Amazon is very, very secretive about their marketing and their data. And so when you make a purchase at Amazon through iGive, they have chosen not to tell us that Rob made a purchase, or Sandy made a purchase, or John made a purchase. But what they will tell us is that somebody supporting Rhodesian Ridgeback made a purchase, and here's what's being donated. So we have various screens and reports that tell you how you're doing shopping as an individual and also how your cause is doing. And you'll never see Amazon.com purchases show up in your personal shopping report. And that's because of the limitation that Amazon puts on us not being able to see that individual data. But the donations do get counted, and you will see them adding up in your cause. Rob, if you want to go to the cause page, you could show them the pop-up that shows how much has been raised for Amazon, via Amazon. You just click on cause in the header there, and then click on the important note about Amazon, the I right next to that, and there you go. You can see exactly how much has been raised by your cause through Amazon shopping, even though you can't see that it came from Rob, Sandy, or John.
Thank you. And before we get to the next question, Sandy, if you wouldn't mind looking at the chat and answering a question from me.
I got to figure out how to see that. Oh, there we go.
Okay. Kimberly's asking, could you please show her again where that party app tool is?
Sure. That is, Rob, you're on the cause page. So over, I think, on the left-hand cause menu, click out the slider there, and party up sign up page right there.
Thanks.
Okay. And John, am I typing this to you, the answer, or do you want me to just speak to it?
Just type the answer. Leslie's asking, what's in the works really for an in-store option, like a key ring tag or something like that? Is that something that's being considered by iGive?
We recognize that making it easier to shop in-store would be a wonderful thing. What we're doing about that, we're not prepared to talk about yet.
Thank you. And then, if you could please show again how a cause connects with Facebook.
Sure. That's back to the cause screen.
I'm going to start from the very beginning. All right, so here I am at your home page. I'm going to go to the cause screen.
And then there's a slide-out menu on the left side.
Right here.
And the second link there. You can click that if you want. You know what? I'm going to... Here. This happens to be a cause that I know. This is actually set up already, the connection to Facebook. And these are some of the options that you have at your disposal as to what kinds of information you want posted. Rob talked about this during the presentation. There's 4 kinds here. We can post your registration links, daily, weekly, or monthly, information about when people shop, who shopped and where they shopped. And by the way, members can control that privately as well. So Rob can say whether he wants that to show up or not. It's not automatic. There's a monthly recap that says how much was earned by your members over the course of the last month. That comes out on the 1st of the month. And then checks, whenever we post checks, which is once a month, generally around the 10th of the month, an automated post can go to your page. Now, there's actually some additional options that we are working on that are going to be added here. One of which is like a daily shopping opportunity that can be posted to your site daily or weekly to try and generate even more money for your cause by allowing your members to see specific stores and offers coming from those stores. So some fun stuff coming down the road with some additional options here. But basically you come to this screen and actually, Rob, if you want to go ahead and click the delete, because I can set this up again later. Go ahead. this is the screen you actually get to when you're not hooked up that tells you all about how this works and what the posts are going to look like. And there's even a link at the top that says, how do I connect to iGive to Facebook? That will show you all of the screens that you will see between Facebook and iGive. And then just down at the bottom of the page, there's a button that says Get Started. And that's what you click to actually hook things up. So we actually added a whole lot of new information just this last week to these sets of pages to make it even easier and provide more information.
And a reminder, do not use these shortened links. These are specific to me.
Great. Sandy, now, can the same thing be done if I have a Facebook group as opposed to a Facebook page?
Unfortunately, no. What we have done, I'm not sure how possible it is to do that, but that's not what we've done. We've made it possible to connect to people's personal Facebook walls. So when I shop, I can have stuff go out to my wall, and to fan pages, which are about causes and businesses and bands and those kinds of things you can set up on Facebook and have iGive post automatically to those pages.
Thanks. Okay. So some clarification again on Amazon. Two Amazon questions here. Number one, is it true that Amazon Smile, you do indeed have to be a 501c3, and that's one of the differences between you and Amazon Smile?
It is our understanding that you have to be a 501c3 for Amazon Smile.
But see Amazon smile.amazon.com for details about their program.
Yeah. But it's an important clarification because you do not have to be a 501c3 to be a part of the iGive cause network.
That is correct.
Any special considerations or differences for causes in Canada?
Not really. The checks will come to you denominated in U.S. dollars, and since the exchange rate is pretty darn close, I haven't looked at it recently. That shouldn't be much of a problem. Our selection of stores that are Canadian specific continues to grow. I believe I can show you.
As a category.
Right? So these are stores that are Canadian specific, and then there are stores that aren't necessarily in Canada but are happy to ship and sell to Canada.
Of course, you're free to use any store that you know of that's part of iGive that you know will ship to Canada, but we've tried to capture those that we know of in this category.
Great.
And by the way, since Rob's on this page, I just want to point out that you can actually see the right-hand column of this list is a link to coupons offered by that particular store. We've mentioned coupons a couple times. You can just click on that link and it will show you the available coupons. There's also up in the search area of this screen near the top, you can switch to the Deals and Coupons tab, and you can do a search for a particular kind of thing you're looking for, like a flat screen television or something like that.
Oh, that's cool.
This is unscripted, so hopefully Rob will hit something that we actually have a coupon for. There you go. So there's a bunch of coupons, all having to do with either Samsung or phones or a combination of those things.
And just to add to that, also in the iGive button that's in the bottom right of your browser when you go to an iGive retail supported store, that also will bring up the coupons for that store.
Absolutely. Yep, I think Rob just clicked that. He's got to drag it over there. And then scroll down, and you can see those coupons. Obviously, a big store like Amazon is going to have a lot of coupons. Best Buy is another one. So on those really big stores, I strongly recommend you use the search functionality that Rob demonstrated a moment ago so you can try and pinpoint what it is you're looking for.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about the user tracking. Does iGive track users' browsing history in order to target specific websites in an attempt to convince them to use iGive? You can just talk about, what is the use of information, member information?
No.
So let me clarify that. Yeah, Rob's right. The answer is no. When you shop through iGive, the only information that iGive transmits about you is a non-identifiable numeric value. It's an integer, and that's all the store knows. So you came from iGive and you're number 54221. You're not even 54221 the next time you go. You're 6473, so they can't even track you through us from one purchase to the next. What's important from our standpoint is they give us that tracking number back when the purchase information comes through, and we can then attach that money back to you and your cause.
That's great. And then just once more, because I think some people have come on and off throughout, but we got a question again about how does iGive make money?
The stores, so we see, for instance, that if you shopped at 1&1 Internet, 20% is going to be donated to your cause. 1&1 Internet pays us something on top of that 20%. What you see is literally what you get.
Here's a technical question from Sabrina. My iGive symbol disappears from my browser, and I have to go back and set up the extension. So she's having some technical problems.
Well, that's bad. And drop us an email so that we know who you are, and we'll get some support people to try and figure out why that's happening to you. Support.igive.com is your friend.
Okay, we have no other questions right now.
Well, that's perfect, since we're at the end of our 2-hour time period. I would, on behalf of all of us here at iGive, and on behalf of the 1,500 or so stores that our members use to help support their favorite cause, I'd like to say thanks to everybody. We have a July 4th upcoming holiday here in the States, so I want to wish our American audience a great July 4th. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, and a reminder, this presentation was recorded and will be featured on the website, causes.igive.com. Thank you, everybody.